Hey guys, so this is my report for the book Things Fall Apart. Now, I find this a very interesting book, so I'm going to get right into it because I do have a lot I want to say. I did focus on the ending of this book because I found that to be the most interesting part, because there's a lot of different ways that you can take the ending of this book, and there are a lot of different ways that people have, and I did a little bit of research on the different ways, so I just want to talk about that today. So as we all know, at the end of this book, Okonkwo did kill himself. He was found dangling, and the Igbo tribe is technically not allowed to touch him because he has killed himself. This is the ultimate disgrace. This is the ultimate form of, what's the word I'm looking for? He was a coward. It was cowardly, and the man was so obsessed with masculinity throughout the entire book, and he was obsessed with this, and then to kill himself at the end is just the ultimate form of disgrace to the Igbo tribe. So they couldn't even bury the man. They had to find a stranger, because the stranger is the only person that is allowed to touch the dead body of someone who has killed himself. So Okonkwo killed himself, and in his eyes it was the only way that he could preserve his independence. Yet at the same time, like I said, it's an action that is deeply at odds with the beliefs and traditions of the Igbo tribe. So I find that part of the ending to be extremely interesting. So I want to talk about the title. So the title is obviously Things Fall Apart. And a lot of people try to tie the ending of this book to the title. So does the death of Okonkwo at the end signify anything in particular? I personally think it does, and a lot of people that I've researched think it does. So my views are, that his choice to violate the Igbo tradition and commit suicide signifies the end, or if in a way, if you look at it, the beginning of the end. Sorry, that was confusing, of that tradition. So it can be argued that Okonkwo's death symbolizes the death of a culture. So the Igbo tribe had this masculine, this toxic masculinity problem, where they were so masculine, they were so macho, involved, they had this viewpoint, and then his values of manliness and bravery were completely thrown out the window when he killed himself. They were completely gone. He was viewed completely differently. He was literally an outcast after he died because of the way he died. So culture begins to change. The conservative views of religion and things that they had in the past after his death began to change. And a lot of people view his death as the only way that the Igbo tribe could start moving forward past all of the previous views that they had. So I found that extremely interesting. The high standards that they had of conservatism, manliness, things like that. This was the only way people say that he could move forward. And I find that extremely interesting throughout this book. So like I said, I did really enjoy reading this book. I love how it was more difficult to read, believe it or not, because I'm a firm believer that things we read shouldn't always be easy. We shouldn't always feel comfortable. There's a lot of things out there that are going to make us feel uncomfortable, but we need to be able to read those things because they're important for us to learn. It's important to know what other cultures are doing, and I think this book did a great job of teaching us that. Thank you guys very much. Hope you enjoy it.